Here we have a news story about GrapheneOS. So they're gotten some heat for their privacy features. It says here, US prosecutors charge Atlanta man after GrapheneOS phone wipes itself during airport search. So apparently a man, so at the airport, he was asked to like show his phone and to unlock it for them. And yeah, he was asked several times, and finally he gave the PIN code, but it was to a Duress PIN code. So when entering that PIN code, it instead of unlocking the phone, it causes the phone to like wipe itself and restart. So that's what he gave instead. And yeah, now they say that he like erased evidence. So when they wanted to search him, it says here, during the questioning, agents repeatedly asked 𝗘𝗺𝗡𝗟 to unlock his phone and warned they would seize it if he refused. When he finally provided a passcode, the phone appeared to restart. The defense motion states that the screen went black, flashed several times, and the phone appeared to restart, resulting in the loss of data. The wipe is now central to the case. Prosecutors are treating it as an intentional act to destroy evidence, while the defense argues that the search violated 𝗘𝗺𝗡𝗟's constitutional rights and that the evidence should be suppressed. And yeah, this is about this feature. So I use a Duress PIN to protect my data. Here's how it works and why everyone needs it. So it's just some other article it's from a year ago. So it's something GrapheneOS has. And I think it's a bit interesting here what they say that so even if you aren't forced to divulge the PIN yourself, I read an interesting suggestion on the GrapheneOS forum. What if you set an extremely simple or obvious sequence as your Duress PIN? An amateur attacker is bound to try pins like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 0, 0, 0, 0 when they get a hold of your device, and that will be enough to wipe the system for good without an action on your part. You could even tape a note with the Duress PIN to the back of your device and encourage them to enter it. So, yeah, maybe having something easy that they would test, and then yeah, if somebody steals your phone, then it will get wiped. So I'm actually an owner to a Pixel phone myself. It's the Google Pixel 8 Pro. So I'm a bit regretful that I didn't install the GrapheneOS immediately when I got it, but now I'm planning to install it. Although it's a little bit time consuming to back up things, so I've been backing up photos now, and yeah, we'll go through the rest of the phone and see what I want to back up, and then I think I would yeah, reinstall it with GrapheneOS instead. So that's my plan, and yeah, I really like what the GrapheneOS are doing. They have a lot of security features, and it seemed like GrapheneOS that they were a bit like prompted to yeah, react to this, what had happened now. So here is some article that they have written. So it says GrapheneOS has a strong defense against data extraction, and they mention a lot of different things. For instance, like a rate limiting when you try different pins, that it gets yeah, harder and harder. So only 20 attempts are allowed, and we can go down. It's like they use some secure element on the supported device. Yeah, they're gonna partner with 𝗦𝗶𝗴 and have devices coming next year. So that's interesting. And yeah, they say like they have a hardened memory allocator and other features in the OS. They have specialized protection against attacks with physical access too. For example, it blocks new USB connections. And yeah, they have something here. They ship a locked device auto reboot timer. So if you don't use it for here it says 18 hours, then it will restart and return to like the before first unlock state. So yeah, then you need to enter like some yeah, regular PIN that you need to do when you restart the phone, and before that, like the encryption keys and stuff like that, they are not in the memory yet. So that's something they have. If you don't use the phone for a while, then it restarts and then it get back into that state. So then it doesn't like react to notifications. Maybe there are like some things that don't work, but yeah, it's a security thing to not have it in memory. And here they also, Android uses separate encryption keys for secondary user and private space. So they have something like that. But yeah, with this before you first unlock state, to return to that again. And here they mentioned that our Duress PIN/password feature is a minor feature fitting into the bigger picture. It wipes the device when it's entered in any OS prompt for the current profile's PIN or password. It will wipe the device when entering the authentication prompt for changing a sensitive setting or anything else. yada yada. So yeah, they replied to this. This is just a minor thing. So yeah, there are multiple ways to use the Duress PIN, as we saw with the other article. Maybe you just have something obvious. And yeah, so GrapheneOS doesn't depend on the Duress PIN to protect user data. It's one of the tools it provides among the major privacy and security improvements it offers as a whole. And then they say that the people should carefully consider how to use it in an actual duress situation where there can be physical or legal consequences for wiping the device. I think in this case maybe it was not so smart of that man to give this Duress PIN instead, because it feels like he actually erased evidence. So it's something you need to keep in your threat model or so. Like what's most dangerous? Is it what you have to reveal on your phone, or is it maybe better to like avoid facing charges from the federal police? So yeah, you're gonna need to choose yourself what's best or worse for you. But personally, I like the publicity in GrapheneOS is getting. It feels like it's a very solid operating system, because it seems very hacker-proof and that people are not getting into it. So the features that they are offering seem to be working. As we can see from articles like this, it's not like I have anything to hide, but it would feel better to have better privacy and security on my phone. The feature I like, and that's like the main reason why I want to install GrapheneOS myself, is that they have like made the Google Play services into a separate app. So on regular Android, then it's like the base layer that can access everything and do everything that other apps can call. But on GrapheneOS instead, then they have made Google Play services just like an other app, and then you can control its permissions. And like you can have a separate profile where you have Google Play services, and you can like remove its network permission, and you can even like remove sensor permissions or GPS, or a lot of those things you can control even for Google Play services. And you can have that in one profile, and you can have a completely separate profile where you don't have Google Play services, and maybe you have instead of Google Play that store in, maybe you have that in one profile, or you use the Aurora store in another profile, or F-Droid in another. So you can freely choose how you do in those profiles, and they're completely separate. And you get more privacy, and you make things into better compartments, and you have much better control over the permissions. So that's what I think is interesting, and why I would like to install GrapheneOS. But I think this was an interesting story. Please leave a comment. What do you think? And we will see each other another time. Bye bye.